Hello, my name is Subarna Kharka. I have decided to go with the inspiring, inclusive story of David Holoko. I can connect to David's story since I work for Woolworths too, and the employees there have shown great respect for diversity, immigration, and inclusive practice. David's journey at Woolworths is documented by Belonging Matters, encouraging business to provide meaningful business opportunities to people with disabilities, demonstrating positive outcomes that can be achieved when individuals display their abilities and get opportunity to contribute to the society. I can reflect that David pursued his passion believing he deserves to make his choices just like everyone else and refuses to let his disability define him. His commitment and work ethics at Woolworth boost his self-esteem and sense of belonging and fosters independence. The meaningful employment has had a heartwarming positive impact on David's life. He is determined to help customers and new staffs. He displays his enthusiasm and resilience when he speaks about getting his driver's license, finding love, assisting others, and pursuing a career in music, reminding us that everyone deserves a chance to contribute to the society and follow their dreams. The store manager and staffs provided David with accessible support system and inclusive environment, playing a vital role in helping him excel in his job. The inclusive workplace has shaped David's perception and also highlights the significance of accessible support system that recognizes the diverse needs of individuals. Several moments that were most impactful for me were when David refuses to be defined by his disability and express his independence, which evoked a sense of admiration and respect for his determination to lead a fulfilling life. David's story reminds us to embrace our abilities and encourages resilience and empowerment. The inclusive workplace had a positive impact in David's perception. That is another impactful moment for me since I can resonate with him also displaying the importance of inclusive workplace. I could reflect on the significance of social inclusion, dignity, and sense of belonging and purpose provided by the meaningful employment. Also, belonging matters chose David's journey to highlight the importance of representation and storytelling that fostered empathy. The personal narrative has helped to challenge societal perspective and promoted inclusivity, which is another impactful moment for me. I brought my own understanding of privilege, gender, race, or ability while hearing David's story. My understanding of privilege led me to appreciate the opportunity provided by Woolworths to David in fostering his empowerment and providing opportunity that is not guaranteed to everyone due to barriers. David gained a positive response from staffs and customers, fostering sense of belonging and connection to the community. My knowledge of creating inclusive environment, excluding biases, which I have learned during my course and from mentor during placement, has influenced my listening practice. I looked for any barriers David encountered during his journey and the remedies he applied to repel them. This brought a sense of appreciation for the resilience and determination David had to navigate and overcome those barriers. While hearing David's story during my listening practice, I might have missed out on fully grasping his journey since every listener brings their own experience and perspective about biasness. According to the research, potential barriers to successful inclusion still exist, despite of significant change in thinking around diversity and inclusion. The story solely focuses on David's inclusion journey at Woolworths and excludes his relationship outside work. The story does not include his past experience on school, job, and the community. This might have led me to overlook his other experiences of diversity. Therefore, I strive to practice and develop a more inclusive mindset by educating myself and through mentoring. I have empathetic, open-minded, and reflective approach while listening to the story. I am attentive and engage actively with the narrative of the speaker's word, experiences, and emotion. While listening to stories, I have curiosities to understand the perspective without judgment, and I am mindful of my own biases, recognizing they might impact the way I interpret the story. Story Stories helps us to explore reality and possibilities by connecting each other through sharing knowledge and wisdom. Sharing stories raises awareness, gain new perspectives, and raises curiosities. My approach to responsive listening is unique because I do not believe in simply hearing words, but I believe in actively seeking diverse perspectives, narratives, and experiences. I have connected to the story of David in safe, optimistic, and forward-looking manner, opening up the wider field of possibilities. I foster empathy and make an effort to create a safe, respectful environment for individuals to share their stories. My approach to responsive listening aligns with my understanding of inclusive practice through active listening. I gain deeper meaning into the realities that help me challenge biases, discrimination, racism, stereotypes, and assumptions, fostering more inclusive mindset. Also, by letting individuals share their stories, I can amplify their voices that contribute to a more inclusive and diverse community. Listening to David's story has encouraged me to form a relationship, creating sense of belonging, and advocate for inclusive practices by empowering individuals with disabilities to move forward in community, school, workplace, and other settings. As an educator, to create an inclusive environment, it is vital that adults and children are able to participate as respected, valued, and contributing members of the society. When children, regardless of their diversity, are provided equitable and genuine opportunities to learn from interactions, everyday routines, learning experiences, and play, inclusivity occurs. As an educator, I would communicate confidently with families and children about differences, diversity, and inclusion so that they can do so too. I would respect and represent diversity, which will foster children's developing sense of self identity.